never sounded like an owl, Fred.
Kelly.
We've got 2 hours to get back to base before Oni starts billing overtime. Where's the chief? Where's Linda?
Quick shore leave, Chief. We're lucky Command let us come at all.
This is it?
Most of it's gone. But yeah, it's the place.
Then let's do this.
Private journal entry. Encrypt Halsey 424-3. Delete, if tampered. A long time ago, I committed myself to a path, a direction. There were many branches in that path, but ultimately they all flowered, I think. John was the first seed. I couldn't personally screen every candidate. The outer colonies were simply too scattered, too distant. But I had to set an example for the other extraction teams. So the first candidate, I dealt with personally. But the outer colonies were still very dangerous places in those days, albeit for radically different reasons. And so the Office of Naval Intelligence assigned me a chaperone. Perhaps for my safety. Perhaps for theirs.
Time to wake up, Lieutenant Keyes. We are preparing to exit slip space near the Eridanus system.
Dr. Halsey?
Already awake and on the bridge, sir.
Of course she is. Dr. Halsey.
Are these shuttles all so damned claustrophobic? There is barely room for one person in here, let alone two.
Doctor.
Torin,
Awaiting your orders, Dr. Halsey.
start a pre-burn warm-up cycle for the fusion engines.
Understood, Doctor. Exiting slip space in 6 seconds.
Good, and some music. Rachmaninoff's Concerto No. 3, I think. Now, Lieutenant, you needed my attention?
I was going to say I should act as pilot.
If I wished to be chauffeured, you would already be in this chair, Lieutenant. If you wish to make yourself useful, take the comms, and make sure our arrival is discreet.
What are we doing here? This area is dangerous. It's been an insurrectionist stronghold for years.
Meaning?
Meaning the insurrection isn't some ragtag group of colonial rowdies. Torin, list rebel acts of violence in this sector last 5 days.
72 hours ago. Insurrectionists destroy emergency food caravan. 18 hours ago. Rebellion raids merchant vessel, murders entire...
I am painfully aware of the rebellion, Lieutenant. Something needs to be done. Oni agrees with me. That is why we are here.
Oni? But if the Office of Naval Intelligence... This is a recon mission?
How terribly perceptive of you.
But what could you possibly need to recon out here? I'm dressed like a fool.
You're dressed like a father trying to get his daughter into a decent school.
I don't have a daughter.
And I don't have a pony. Pay attention. We are here to observe a boy. The first of many evaluations in the weeks to come.
I'm supposed to be protecting shipping lanes, not babysitting.
This child could be more useful to the UNSC than a fleet of destroyers, 1,000 lieutenants, or even me.
In the end, one child could be the difference between peace and an unwinnable war. Ah, there's our young man.
Journal entry. Same encryption scheme.
Who's next?
John was the first, and he was the best.
Come on! He can't stop us all!
Even as a child, I could see how special he was. Sense his unformed potential. I simply needed to carve away everything else to get to it. To shape it. Form him into everything I knew he would eventually become.
Him? He can't be more than...
6. John, like all of our candidates, is 6 years old. And like the others, he has all the genetic markers. There's something else that makes him of interest.
Of interest to whom, precisely?
Here, record our interaction. I'll talk to him, find out if his character is as exceptional as his DNA. Hello. What's your name?
It's John.
And what game were you playing, John? War.
King of the Hill. Mom says I'm too rough with the other kids.
You like games? So do I. I have another game, if you're interested. This is a coin. Win the game, and you keep the coin. You see the two sides?
Yes, a man and a bird.
Which side will land up?
Bird.
Very good. Again.
Man.
Again.
Man. Bird. Bird.
5 out of 5, John. That's unusual.
You said I could keep it if I won.
Yes. You can keep it, John.
Yes.
I cursed myself for using his name. I couldn't afford the luxury of fondness. No telling if Subject 117 would even survive what lay ahead.
Tell me you recorded that.
It all fell into place so quickly after John. It wasn't long before I had my final candidates.
These are the 75, Deja.
Confidential journal entry. Read encryption using my private key. As I said before, I don't regret any of this. I thought it all the way through. I am certain it will be worthwhile. Right at that moment, across several star systems, children were being acquired and shipped like freight to the planet Reach. We were replacing the children with flash clones, imperfect simulacra, but nigh impossible to detect. If I could have used the clones, of course I would have. But the damn things broke down faster than we could grow them. We needed real children. Whole children. It was a regrettable, but necessary deception. I needed those subjects. Orion 2 would not have succeeded built on a foundation of compromise. Oni would have its soldiers. And I would have my solution.
May God have mercy on us all.
Doctor, they are here. They are ready.
Send them in. And Deja, on second thought, don't save this file.
What happened? How did I get here?
I don't know.
Take a seat. All of you. Per Naval Code 45812, you are hereby conscripted into UNSC Special Project codenamed Orion 2, also known as Spartan 2. Your parents are gone. The planet Reach is your new home. Your fellow trainees are your new family. Each of you has been hand-selected and called to serve. Your bodies are already faster and stronger than other children, and we are going to make them even better. Chief Petty Officer Mendez, escort the children to the mess hall. Feed them. Get them to bed.
Trainees, fall out!
Johnny, you need to wake up.
Mom?
Wake up! Wake up, trainee! I said up! You know which way up is? Last one up gets it, Jorge!
My name's pronounced George.
Don't you backtalk me, Jorge!
What's happening? I don't know! Just go! Go!
Come on, everyone's headed this way. I'm Sam, by the way.
I'm Kelly.
It'll be okay, Kelly.
Trainees, I am Chief Mendez. I am your commanding officer. Every day, dawn till dusk, you will do exactly what I say, when I say, how I say. Am I clear, trainees?
Sir, yes, sir!
Naturally, they didn't all make it. We expected dropouts. There were accidents, incidents, bad luck. Better that we separated the chaff from the wheat immediately.
Come in. Class is about to begin.
We trained their minds as well as their bodies. War strategy, theoretical tactics, Sun Tzu. Nothing in the sprawling history of conflict was overlooked. We taught them about Thermopylae, about the unbeatable Spartans.
Xerxes wanted to steal Greece from the Spartans. His forces numbered in the thousands.
Why didn't Xerxes just sail around them?
Xerxes wanted to send a message, John. He failed, and just 300 Spartans saved Greece.
Yes!
That is all for today. But tomorrow, I will tell you about wolves.
Today's mission is ring the bell. When every member of your team has rung the bell, cross this line. Question, trainee.
What did we win, sir?
You win dinner, 117. Last team to finish goes without dinner.
Oh no!
Make ready. Go!
I knew John was a natural leader, even if he didn't.
John, little help? First!
A leader must inspire passion, and 117 certainly did that.
Hey, thanks for nothing. Ugh.
Good work, trainees. Everybody eats. Except 117 and his team.
But I was first.
You were first, but your team came in last. And you don't win unless your team wins.
Get out of here.
Kelly.
No, Kelly's right, Sam. He could have helped us today. Instead, he left us in the dirt.
I'm sorry, guys. I stole them a few nights ago. They're stale, but better than nothing.
It's not turkey.
I know. It won't happen again. Promise.
And that was it. Logic, consequences, spark of leadership. All things I saw in him from the start.
you are each being handed a portion of a map of the area below. The mission is simple. You will be individually deployed and use your piece of the puzzle to navigate to the extraction point. Last trainee to make it to extraction will be left behind. And it is a very long walk back. 117, you're first.
Yes, sir. Sam, the river. I got it. Pass the word. Quietly.
117, front and center. Good luck, 117.
You sound nothing like an owl, Sam.
Ah, I've been practicing.
It sounded exactly like an owl. I was just drawing you out of cover. Look what I found.
Blueberries? Nice! I hope these are blueberries. Better than the food in the mess.
Your lips are blue.
So are yours.
In the end, the wilderness mission wasn't a test of strength or survival, but of friendship, camaraderie, loyalty.
What are you doing?
I'm putting our mark on this place, so we can remember it. Now and forever.
We should meet up with the others. Then what? Someone is still gonna get left behind.
Then I find a way to get everyone home.
One of those map fragments was bogus, but I'm sure this is the extraction point. Almost a day's hike from here.
Then we better get moving. Hold. You guys with me, fall out, and keep quiet. I heard something.
And what I find fascinating is that even though you think you've prepared for every eventuality,
They're armed, but they aren't in uniform. And they don't look like soldiers. Insurrectionists, maybe?
every contingency,
So what now?
every permutation,
Wolves. When Deja taught us about the wolves, how they hunt.
What does that... The wolves.
children still manage to surprise you.
Wolves' children are fierce hunters. But while any wolf can hunt and kill a rabbit, one wolf against larger prey can face a grisly end.
What the?
I need help! My friend is hurt!
Go bring that girl back. Yes, sir.
But when wolves hunt in a pack,
Where's the girl?
I think I broke my leg.
Oh, I got your broken leg right here, kid.
they take down larger prey with ease.
Oh! Oh!
What the hell, Vince? One little girl too much for you to handle?
Oh! Oh!
Ah, Doctor. Trainee 117 was just explaining why he attacked and injured UNSC soldiers, and why he stole the property they were left to guard.
Ma'am, the craft was UNSC, but the men in the force were hostile and were not in regulation uniform.
You flew home
Not exactly. I rigged the autopilot to return to base, ma'am.
And you brought them all home?
According to orders, last trainee to the ship was supposed to walk. Instead, we stuck together. Like the Spartans at Thermopylae.
In the real ending of the story, 117, the Spartans are betrayed and slaughtered. It is their sacrifice that actually saves and unites Greece.
But we had more choices.
The men you hit with rocks didn't.
No, sir. They did not.
So, Doctor, what do we do with this one?
Well, Mendez, I suggest a promotion to squad leader.
Thank you, sir. What is the highest rank I can attain?
As a non-commissioned officer, 117, the highest rank you can attain is Master Chief Petty Officer.
Then I will.
Perhaps you will at that. But your next mission won't be so easy. And there will be casualties.
What is that mission, sir?
Your mission, John, is to survive.
Samuel 034, Blue Team Mission Report. I don't remember the operation, but when we awoke, we were something new. Unbreakable materials grafted to our bones, gene therapy. Muscle density increased, enhanced skeletal and muscular growth. Of course, we had no clue what we had to live through first.
Replay the message, Deja.
Message from Admiral Saronis Jeromi, Chief Medical Officer, Research Station Hopeful.
Catherine, I wish I had better news. Further analysis has yielded zero alternatives to mitigate the risks in your proposed hypothetical experimentation. But I understand the theoretical framework, Catherine, and admire the imagination. But I hope it is, in fact, a hypothetical study. Details are in the attached files, but your proposed treatments could result in any of the following: cell necrosis, stroke, cardiovascular failure, and even Fletcher's syndrome. You propose the use of lab animals, simian proxies in your tests. I must be blunt. I cannot imagine any more than half of the subjects surviving this process. I would hate to see the poor creatures destroyed in some Section 3 project, Dr. Halsey. Well, I've said my piece. Best of luck to you, Catherine.
Doctor, augmentation was always a vital but statistically dangerous stage.
How many?
Oni was promised soldiers, and you are the